another round and try to shut us down about an hour ago, but we still in this bitch. We still in this. We still in this bitch. We still in this. We turn the shit up loud and buy another round and try to shut us down about an hour ago, but we still in this bitch. Pull up in that automatic cook up. Be rich, pull up in that rooster till we wake the fucking hood up. Got all these pounds of ganja, I work out, I'm doing cushions. Bobby Banders in the building, pop that pussy, throw a foot up in the air. One time for a nigga like me, get squad like this, with a team so strong and flow so cold, and some bad bitches in my clique. What's up, B-side? What's up, B-side? We in it big. We in it big. They think they seeing me, but they ain't seen shit. Girls on the pole, yeah, they make me rich. Girls on my shows wanna take my pick. Yeah, we can do this here all night. Can't tell me nothing, can't tell me shit. All in my zone, all on my own. Open that pack, rolling that strong, and we still up in this bitch. Won't turn down, won't go home. Yeah, I'm in my zone, I'm feeling it. Stop blowing my buzz, quit killing it. So buy another round. They tried to shut us down about an hour ago, but we still in this bitch. We still in this. We still in this bitch. We still in this. We turn the shit up loud. Let's buy another round. They tried to shut us down about an hour ago, but we still in this. I got 8 wheels on my ride. Spent about 6 meals on my ride. Kept me swerving all of your side of town.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is my live, my personal podcast. My name is Antoinette Sherry. I thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I do this podcast on Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Fridays. And you know what? Today is that damn day. I know I have been gone because of the holidays. I hope you guys understand, but I thank you very much for tuning in. This is my personal podcast, my live. Please like my fan page, Antoinette Sherrier. Please follow me. Follow me on my fan page, Antoinette Sherrier. Also, subscribe to my YouTube page, which is titled Listen and Learn with Antoinette. Thank you very much for those who support me. Yeah, we getting it in. We getting it in today. We getting it in tonight. We got to shut shit down. There's a whole lot of controversy walking around here. All up on Facebook, all of the bullshit. We got to shut all this shit down today. And I actually got a guest that's going to come on here thinking he finna shut some shit down. Shit, wait till I get through. But I thank you all for tuning in. Oh, yes. You all know how I do with my music. Woo! Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate you all. Once again, I'm Antoinette Sherrier. This is my personal podcast, my personal live. You know, I do these things, basically not for any clout or anything like that. I like to put out my experiences. I like to talk to people regarding their experiences. I like to be able to come up with some type of solution to certain people's problems and issues. Reason I could do that is because I've been through a lot of things in my life, or I've helped a lot of people out through issues in their lives, and therefore, because I've done that and I've experienced all that, I think that I could give some kind of insight to certain situations people go through. So that's one of the reasons why I do this live. And if I can make a difference for one person out of thousands of people, even if it's just one, my job is done. You feel me? My job is done. So yeah, let me go ahead on and get this shit cracking. Now, how was everybody's Christmas? How was everybody's Christmas? I want to know. How was everybody's holiday? My holiday was the shit. I can't lie to y'all. I had a great Christmas. The holiday was great. Even though we got COVID going on, hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. God is good. I have been truly, truly blessed. Surrounded by loved ones. Surrounded by people that care. Surrounded by people that, have high spirits and great energy. It's been beautiful. And I have not had this much peace in a long time. I'm not saying that, because she was, the crazy man. No, I'm saying that I haven't had this much peace in a minute. And it might be due to COVID. It might be due to the fact that we've all had to be shut in after a little while. But I'll tell you like this here, it's helped me reflect on a lot of things about myself that I had to change. It's helped me reflect on my life. It's helped me reflect on my finances. It's helped me reflect on what was important in life, even though I know what's important in life. And first and foremost is God. Next is myself. I am extremely important in life. So therefore, I had to get a reminder because of all the devastation going on, how important I am to myself. Yes, indeed. Now, I am going to say some hellos to some people because I see you guys tuning in. Hello, Don Conley. Don, I have not seen you in a minute, but thank you so much for supporting me. You always support me. Thank you so much, Don. I really appreciate you. I want to tell you that from the bottom of my heart. Ricky Edwards, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Ronald, hello, how are you? Henry Jewell, you always jumping in, aren't you? I love to see you, Henry. Good to see you. Daryl Hopkins, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Daryl, I got a bone to pick with you, too, while you looking for hot sauce. I got a bone to pick with you. You know what I'm saying? Some things you need to shut down, too. Aubrey, hello, how are you? Aubrey Locke, hello, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Joe Young, thank you for tuning in. Kenya Drake, hey, cuz, how you doing, baby girl? Robert, hello, how are you? Jerome, how you doing, baby? Hope your health is going good. I'm praying for you, keeping you in my prayers. Heidi, hello, how are you? John, hello, how are you? Jay, hello. Miss Carol, you've been around on my pages for years. Thank you for tuning in, Miss Carol. Oli, hello, how are you? Sean, hello, how are you? It's good to see everybody coming on in here and tuning in to this here. Man, dig it. It's been some crazy shit going on regarding everything. Finances, the whole 9 yards. Y'all noticed that Trump signed that bill last night, right? That's $600. Y'all gonna finally get y'all $600 stimulus. Ain't you happy? Ain't you happy to get your $600? Ain't you, even though the economy is fucked up and we know damn well we need more than $600, aren't you happy to get your $600? The killer part about that is people like, well, you know, something's better than nothing. That's a slave mentality. Don't give me that bullshit. This is the reason why I told people a long time ago, start stacking your damn chips. Save your money. Start learning how to save and put up money to the side for bullshit situations like this. Well, I didn't know what was going to happen. That's the point of saving, dummy, for a just-in-case rainy day situation. A lot of people got that fucking $1,200, and the motherfuckers that went out there and went ham and did the wrong thing with that shit. I ain't seen that one damn person talk about bragging on how they done bought a building or whatever the case may be to make sure their finances was straight or pay for their house or pay for their apartment or anything like that. I ain't seen none of that shit. You know the people that was really benefiting off that, and I know some people, and y'all might not like what I have to say, but I'm going to put it right up here, and you could say, oh, you could talk this shit. I know I'm about to get deleted by about 5 people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye, bitch. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people that's on housing, on Section 8 and all of the shit, have you noticed it's a lot of them motherfuckers that have probably snorted up their fucking money, but it's a lot of them bitches that have saved their money too. I know a few of them. So let me tell you something. What's funny about a lot of this in the economy is that y'all complain so much about what you don't have, but when you did have it, you didn't take the proper advantage of it and save it and put it to the side just for a rainy day, for situations like this. Motherfuckers talking about $600 ain't shit, or people saying, oh, at least you getting something. That's a slave mentality. Don't do that to yourself. That's what the government wants you to think. Oh, it's better than nothing. What the fuck do you mean it's better than nothing? How about going ahead and taking care of this healthcare situation? How about giving people more healthcare where they're able to take care of themselves and not worried about if they're going to die or not? How about that? How about saving your money to buy property out here that's going to pay your fucking bills? How about that? People buying houses out here got mortgages. It ain't the taxes that's fucking them up. It's the mortgages. The mortgages are high on top of the taxes, and shit is raising. So you got to think a little bit more better than what you're doing right now. People talking all this crazy shit about income. Baby, you had the opportunity to take your income and save some of that shit many years ago. We've already been told. Obama even said that shit years back when he was in office. He said there's going to be a plague coming along. And he said that in the next 5 years, and lo and behold, here we got COVID-19. But everybody complaining about the money they don't fucking have. You get to be fucking kidding me. You are all too grown not to understand how to save your fucking money. You are all too grown not to know how to hustle out here. Because half the motherfuckers that's on my page, y'all know what it is to struggle. You know what it is to be poor. I'm one of those people that knows what it is to struggle, that knows what it is to be poor. I've been on my own since I was 16, baby. I never did drugs, never prostituted, none of that shit. But I learned through peers that were way older than me, that helped bring me to understand what it was to be a lady, to be a mother, to be a person that's nurturing not only to my children, but to myself. Y'all got to utilize a lot of this shit that you should already know and put it into works right now in order for you to survive. Because I told y'all lives ago, it's about survival. And you got to know how to do that shit. All you silver spoon in the mouth motherfuckers, I feel sorry for you. I'm going to pray for you. But I'm going to tell you right now, your best friends right now is is the chicks and the dudes that know how to struggle and get through life without damaging themselves. The people that know how to save were forced to save. The people that know how to, budget their incomes. They had no choice because they had kids to raise, just like I did. Y'all need to know how to do better with your fucking money. The reason why a lot of y'all are broke right now, because you mismanage your damn money. The reason why a lot of y'all ain't got buildings and properties right now, because you mismanage your money. Don't blame the government for this shit no fucking more. Because a lot of y'all that had opportunities to save your change. And a lot of y'all didn't. What you do, you buy rims, clothes, fucking Amazon, they got half that fucking stimulus check. So I'm really not trying to hear that. So when y'all start complaining on Facebook about, oh, it's only $600 or whatever the case may be, well, what the fuck did you do with that $1,200? Or y'all that's talking about what's better than nothing. You the same motherfuckers that gotta pay a mortgage. The only thing that $600 is doing for you is paying your car note. Get it together. Y'all don't understand something, man. About a week ago, my daughter had went out of town recently and she got a new job and I'm really proud of her. But about a week ago, man, I went to Ling Ling them and I got my mustache fucking damn waxed off. Do you know, not even a week later, my shit is growing the fuck back? I'm going back for a fucking refund. I don't appreciate this shit. Because I looked in the mirror this morning, I looked at my shit, I said, hold the fuck up. Hey, man, I just got my shit waxed. You mean to tell me I'm wolfing out already? Motherfuckers, it's a lot of bitches out here probably can't stand my ass and probably will see me with that shit in person and be like, I told you, motherfucker, she was a man. I'm telling y'all, I'm going back to Ling Ling. Ling Ling, I need you to redo this shit because my mustache is growing back and I got time for this bullshit. I got shit to do out here and I don't have time to have a fucking mustache. I'm Creole. We are hairy people. We grow shit back like it ain't nobody's business. But I didn't think it was going to grow back this motherfucking quick. Y'all don't even see this shit because I knocked the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Pluck, pluck, give. Pluck, pluck, give. But anyway, I had a problem with that. Ling Ling fucked me up. But I'm going back to Ling Ling. She going to fix this shit. I don't give a damn. But I'm going to say some hellos to some other people. Murders, hello, how are you? Rock Smith, how are you? And I do have a story for y'all. I have a story for y'all that plays a big part of the title of this live. And I also have another story for you. And we got a little argument getting ready to come up in a minute. And I don't know if Jatim Young is sitting here watching right now because so many people are up here. But I am going to have my guest Jatim Young hopefully in here to be able to, give a man's perspective. Which I ain't going to lie, it's going to be some bullshit because, some men, they narcissistic and they don't believe, they don't do shit wrong and it's all on the women. But we going to get into that in a minute. I'm going to say hello to some other people. I'm going to get into the story for a minute. A friend of mine had some issues going on. And I just need to know, your take on a lot of, it's a relationship situation. But it's a relationship situation that I'm sure a lot of you have been through before. Yes, Mert. What you mean I need to stop, Murders? Tanya Jackson. Hello, how are you? Good to see you, sweetheart. No refunds. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Hey, how you doing? Like I said, Rock. Darren, hello, how are you? Prince, how are you? Good to see you, sweetheart. Good to see you. Ivory, good to see you, sweetheart. Good evening. Demond, hello, how are you? Good to see you, sweetheart. Oh, who is this? Hey, look at that there. Look at Jabbar still over here looking in. Good to see you all. Okay, let me get into it. And I am going to put Jatim on here in a minute. Joey, hello, how are you? I'm going to go in here and look. And see here, who did I have? But let's go to, I'm going to actually try to get him on here, which he probably won't see it. I hope he does see it. Yeah, I'm over here talking. So we'll see. We'll see if Jatim comes on through. And goes from there. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? Okay. So there was a situation that I talked to, one of my good girlfriends about. And I do have a handful of good girlfriends that I'm very close to that I've known for many, many years. And a lot of them have gone through troubled relationships, just like I have gone through troubled relationships in the past. And one thing about a troubled relationship, it's about what you learn from it. It's not always about just the damage that it's caused you. It's about what you've learned from it. And if you don't learn anything from a damaged relationship, learn this. In the end, at the end of the day, you still have to deal with you. And how you deal with you is how you choose to. A lot of people choose to be bitter. A lot of people choose to be damaged. A lot of people feel as though they're not good enough and they're afraid to start over. So they stay in this hole, this corner in their room some damn where, not living life. All you're doing is allowing that damaged relationship to continue to control you while they're moving on with their lives. You can't allow that shit to go down like that, because the only person that's fucking hurting is you. Let me get into it. Hey, Aunt Keezy, how are you, sweetheart? I have a girlfriend of mine that's been in a relationship for about 2 years. Going on about 2 years, yeah. And she's got a gentleman. And before y'all say anything, hear me out, because I know once I say what I'm going to say, it's going to be the bullshit that's going to come down this timeline here. Not the timeline, but on this live. She's dating a gentleman that is a really good guy. He is. Really good guy. Really kind, considerate to her. He looks out for her needs. He most definitely is a friend to her. They have actually created a friendship bond. And that's something a lot of us don't understand. There's a lot of people out here that want the microwave relationship, and that's how your relationships fail 90% of the time. You don't take the time to build a friendship with this person. I'm guilty of that bullshit. I allowed myself to wake up one motherfucking day talking to a nigga after 3 months and wake up and I'm in a relationship and didn't even know I was in one. I had that happen. And my dumb ass allowed that shit. I've been there. And it turned into disaster. Because once you get to know the person and realize those red flags that are presented to you are not something that's beneficial to your health, you basically in some shit and you got emotions tied up. Now you got to get out the shit and you got to emotionally detach yourself. Why go through all that? Build a friendship first to know if you can get along. Because if you can't get along as friends, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to get along in a fucking relationship. Let's get that right. Back to the story. So she's got this guy, but here is, he's a great guy to her. I mean, takes care of all her needs mentally, spiritually, physically, the whole 9 yards. And I'm not going to say the names of the people because I told you I don't do that. It's one catch. Okay. He's still married on paper. He's still married to a chick that is supposedly an alcoholic, that has an alcohol. She really does. It's a disease. She is a stone cold alcoholic, which caused her to lose her son. And the father took the son from DCFS, didn't want him into DCFS custody. So he manned up and did the thing to take care of his son, which I honor him for that. A lot of men won't do that. And he didn't look for the mother for anything because he knew she was not really mentally stable. She has this alcoholism, which is a disease. So the woman was not able to take care of herself. So she's bouncing from place to place to place. That is no reason to judge not one mother. Don't you judge that woman because she's suffering right now. All right. So he's married on paper to this one woman. They haven't been dealing with each other in about 6 years. He's with one of my good girlfriends, one of my best friends, and they have such a great relationship, and she's understanding to his situation, which normally she wouldn't be. But because she gave him a chance, he started to show her, hey, I'm getting this shit done. I don't want to lose you. You're a great woman. He admitted that to her. He not acknowledged that she's a diamond in the rough, which is beautiful. So he went through the channels of trying to get the divorce to go, through, whatever the case may be. But because of COVID, there was a lot of, the court systems weren't really open a lot. You got to go through all kinds of hurdles, red tape, shit like that. There was always something jumping in the way from him to get this taken care of. He has to go through custody battle with his son. He has to go through the visitation. DCFS don't want this woman to have nothing to do with her son because she's done some real horrible things to her son in the public eye. This is just a little background between the man that's still married on paper to this woman. Now, there was an issue that happened where the guy that's dating my girlfriend got into an altercation with his brother. They were angry. They were about to go to blows. He calls my girlfriend up and tells her, you know what, this is that and the third happened. I need to take a walk. She said, okay, I understand. So I guess he goes and takes this walk or whatever. They've had their conversations or whatever the case may be. And from what I understand how the story goes, is the baby mama, the alcoholic baby mama, comes over there. She comes over there to see her son. You can't deny the woman to see her son. All right? I know, like I said, DCFS says she's not supposed to be around the boy at all. But he has empathy for his son. Empathy for her to see her son. I get it. My girlfriend was not harping on that part. She gets a call at 5 o'clock in the morning. Her boyfriend tells her, hey, baby, how you doing? I just got to let you know something right now. I got to let you know something. My wife, whatever, she downstairs at my mama crib, and she was too drunk to get home. Her ride didn't come together because I guess the girl was there waiting on a ride to come pick her up, to take her wherever she had to go. Now, mind you, the woman doesn't have a place to really stay. So she's bouncing from place to place. So I guess she was actually downstairs at his mom's house. And he lives with his mom. He pays bills there. It's both their apartment. He has an aunt that lives upstairs. They all live in the same building. So he tells my girlfriend, her ride didn't come and she had to spend the night. But instead of him staying down there in his dwelling, he decided to go upstairs to his aunt's house. This is 5 in the morning. My girlfriend's instantly enraged. Why? Because here it is, the man's wife on paper is spending the night in the same building, but in a different apartment, and he said he went upstairs, that he did not know that she was downstairs. My thing about that is this. That could be true. That could be true. But at the same time, if you live in that apartment downstairs, how do you not know that woman is there? I'm just asking. And if you knew she was there, why have the conversation at 5 o'clock in the morning instead of having a conversation earlier? And if you're not driving and you got this woman that wouldn't be cool with that, why not call and say, hey, why don't you come pick me up? Because this broad down here staying the night and I don't want to be around her. My girlfriend feels as though it's on dude. It's on her boyfriend because the fact that is still his wife on paper, that they have a son together. And she's been enraged. She's been enraged because of the fact that he did not tell her this girl was down there until 5 o'clock in the morning. My thing is this. In my opinion, from what I had stated to her, number one thing, the man is still married on paper. And since he is still married on paper, that wife actually has a lot of leeway when it comes to their child and him, and maybe visitation, in my opinion. I told her she can't get mad at the mother because even though the mother lives there, it's not the mother's obligation to be angry at the I can't even call her ex-wife. And I'm sorry, my friend, I know you're watching. I cannot call her the ex-wife because she's still a wife on paper. But the woman had no place to go. But my girlfriend was upset. And I want to know from you guys, do you feel she had a reason to be upset? And if she does have a reason to be upset, why? I feel as though it has nothing to do with his mother. It has nothing to do with his aunt. I feel that situation was put upon her boyfriend because he allowed it. Now wait. Also, he knew this girl had nowhere to really go. Even though she had a ride to go somewhere. She obviously in her mind had somewhere to go. But she was intoxicated. So she kind of sat downstairs in his place, chilled out for a minute, but her ride never showed the fuck up. She ended up spending the night. Now, what happens if a woman is in that situation? What happens? What do you think happens? How do you think you'll feel if you were in that situation? Would you be upset? Would you be understanding? How would you feel about that situation? Me personally, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it 100. The minute a man tells me he's still married on paper, Because I've been through this shit. I dealt with somebody, and there's no offense to the person I was with. I know they watch my lives. Hey, I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying what I went through. Being the fact that a person is still married to this other individual on paper means they still have a bond. They still have a marriage, even in God's eyes, because that man didn't put her away. He didn't divorce her. So they're still married in God's eyes. They're still married legally in the system. The minute a man tells me that he is separated these days and he are not divorced, there ain't nothing for us to talk about. But some people have situations that they can't control. And what I was not understanding was that he had not been involved with this woman in 5 years, 6 years. I didn't understand why he wasn't divorced 5, 6 years ago. But that's besides the point, I guess. But I wanted to know from your opinions, do you think she had a right to be upset? I think she did, because I think the dude should have told the judge that the chick was downstairs a long time ago. I think he should have opened his mouth and stated to her at 9 p.m., hey, such and such is downstairs and she's waiting on a ride and she's chilling for the moment. Baby, I'm letting you know. That could have gave my girlfriend an option also to say, hey, want me to come get you? Come get you. You could be over here. You ain't got to worry about that shit. It's kind of like a cliche. But when you mess with somebody that's still married on paper, first and foremost, and this is something I said to her, and she's watching now. I stated to her, I've been down this road. God will not bless your relationship if you coveting somebody else's husband or wife. All that bullshit talk about separation, to me, separation do not mean divorce. I don't even give a fuck if it's legally separated. That does not mean divorce. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, God ain't gonna bless that relationship because it was brought out in a fucked up way in his eyes. And this is just my opinion. This is just how I was raised. I'm not saying it has to go for everybody. I'm just stating my opinion on the conversation that I had with one of my best girlfriends. You cannot be in a relationship with someone that's still in a marital covenant with another person. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you guys get along. Eventually, later on down the line, that's going to be a controversy. That's going to be a taboo. That's opening the doors to let the devil in. That's a fucking damn VIP for him. And your relationship will not prosper. That is just my opinion for what I've been through. And I'm going to read some of the comments now because I want to know what you guys think about that. Terrell, hey cousin, how are you? Pamela Eastwick, hello sweetheart, how are you? The humane thing to do is to look out for her drunk ass at the time. Pamela, I feel you on that, boo. I feel you on that. I wouldn't want to send somebody that's intoxicated out there in the streets, even though it's a problem for her. This is a person that had her child and was beating her child while she was drunk and fucking in the public aid office, and that's how DCFS got called on her. And that wasn't the first time. That means this person has a problem. And they need to have themselves taken care of, not just for that child, but for themselves. So I get the fact that he didn't send her ass out there in the streets. Although, she must have had a place because she was waiting on a ride. She's bouncing from house to house, but she was waiting on a ride. It wasn't his business of where she was going. But he didn't put her out in the street while she was intoxicated. So I think that's a certain sense of empathy. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, he didn't let my girlfriend know that this woman was there. I don't know her, so I can't call her a bitch. She didn't know that woman was there until 5 o'clock in the morning. So her thing is this. I don't know if y'all fucked. She already has trust issues because she was in a real bad relationship for many, many years. The guy fucked up and was with her for almost 10 years. Cheated on her with a chick. left her for the chick, was with the chick for only 2 years, married the chick. Mind you, he was with my girlfriend for fucking for 10 years. Didn't engage after 10 years, but still didn't marry her. Cheated on her, got with this other chick. He was with her for 2 years, married her, get this shit. The chick put his ass out. This is why they were going through the engagement process. Put his ass out and made him sleep in his car 6 times. He still walked down the aisle with this chick. Watch this. When she found out, she was devastated. I was there with her. I will always be there for her. When I say the devastation was unreal, her heart broke. The heartbreak was unreal. I mean that. I don't wish that on no fucking body because I've been there. But the funny part is when he went through the marriage thing, the woman was putting shit all over Facebook, everything else. After about the 7th time of him getting put the fuck out the house. I'm sorry. The shit funny right now because of the end result. When she thought she had his ass on lock, when they said, I do. Later on down the line, as they were going through this process, getting ready up to the marriage part, he went and got his own fucking place. Why he still married her, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But at the end of the day, later on, she found out he never signed the marriage papers. Never signed the marriage license. So technically, they were not married. So y'all went through the whole fucking ceremony. Had chicks dressed up like dudes and everything else. Your cake was black. That sounded like a demonic ass wedding to me, but your cake was black. And you never signed the marriage papers, but you went through with the ceremony. This devastated my girlfriend, and I understand that. It's some ignorant, rude, mean motherfuckers out there. It's motherfuckers out there that will take your kindness for weakness in a fucking heartbeat. But if you allow them to do it, they will continue. There's a lot of red flags in relationships. A lot of us ignore. When we ignore it, we allow it. A person will only do what you allow them to do. I'm a witness to that shit. I allowed somebody to literally take advantage of my kindness. And I had to break myself out of that because the only person that was hurting was me. That person was already damaged, but they were damaged way before me. And I had to understand something. If I love myself like I keep claiming I do, why don't I show it? So I decided to go and show it again and know that I'm worth way more than that. And I had to let that shit go. And it took me a minute to heal myself, but I did all the same. God will introduce you to people for a lesson. God will introduce you to people that are there supposedly only for a season. You have to open your eyes to understand how long they're going to be there where they belong. A lot of times we don't want to be alone. We crave somebody to love us, even if it's false love. And that is where we waste years and years of our lives accepting false love. Am I saying this man that my girlfriend has is a bad person? No, he treats her great. I mean, her happiness was amazing. But he's in a situation where I gotta say the wife, even though they're not together, has a disease, has an alcoholic disease. And every now and then, she wants to roll up, and every now and then, maybe she might have to spend the night because she's too drunk or she has nowhere to go. How does my girlfriend supposed to deal with that? Is she supposed to accept that until they get their final divorce? Or is she supposed to move on with her life and find somebody that doesn't have that much drama in their life? Me personally, I can't do people that got drama in their life. I tried that shit. It didn't fucking work out. It stressed me the fuck out. I can't deal with nobody with too much drama in their shit. Fuck that. Not too much. No drama. No bullshit that's going to hinder my peace. I can't deal with somebody that's going to interrupt my peace and dim my light and disturb my happiness within myself. Because if I allow that, that means I really didn't love myself to begin with. If I continue with that, that means I didn't think of myself the way I talk to you guys and tell you how I think of myself. And it ain't about what you think. It's about the way how I feel about myself. But I'm giving you this information because I understand what it is. Damon Wilson, This is messy. That's why he needs to be fully divorced. Baby, I said that. I said it is a lot of mess. It's unnecessary drama. And a lot of times we hold on to unnecessary drama because we are in tune or we're caught up into how this person treats us. And if this person treats us with love and treats us with love mentally, spiritually, first and foremost, we not going to want to let that go. Y'all might be best of friends. But he's still got a covenant with somebody else. And eventually that best friendship is going to turn to enemies. Been there, done that. I done seen too many people go through it. I'm sorry. We don't all follow the word of the Bible. I understand that. But one thing's for sure, two for certain. Always remember one thing, and this was taught to me. And I had to see it the hard way. Sometimes how you get a person is how you lose them. If you get them on bullshit, you're going to lose them on bullshit. You can ask a person all damn day long, are you done being a hoe? Yeah, they gonna tell you, nah, they did. Yeah, they done being a hoe. Yeah, they gonna tell you because they're intrigued by you. They're intrigued by your energy. So they're not gonna sit there and say, no, I ain't done fucking everybody yet. I just want you to be number 17. They're not gonna tell you that. This is why I say you have to watch how people move. Because people will tell you any fucking thing to get what they want. Along with Facebook. My girlfriend says her and her guy are not friends on Facebook because she doesn't want the bullshit. I get that. But in my process of in my thought process, I've seen a lot of that shit. Let me tell you something. That's cool you don't want to be friends on Facebook. Because you don't want to go on their page and see bullshit. They don't want to go on your page and see bullshit. But I'm going to tell you one thing. One thing's for sure, two for certain. Popeye is a sissy. Let me tell you something. It's not about what everybody thinks. And at the same time, if it wasn't about what everybody thought, people wouldn't post up as much as they do on Facebook, period. Wouldn't be a social media. If people didn't want to be seen, they wouldn't post up on social media. If people didn't want to be heard, or didn't want people to laugh, they wouldn't post up on social media. So there is some part of that people want people to pay attention. They want to pay attention to them. They want friends to interact with them on Facebook. And also, there are people out there that have Facebook and they want to entertain their possibilities out there as well. There are men and women out there that may have you, but they don't want to post you. That's going to fuck up their potential hoes. That's going to fuck up their potentials out there. Because if they post you, that means some other bitches that might be, in case of emergency, break glass, they're going to see that shit and they're going to move around. Some people don't want that to happen. So therefore, they don't want people to know that they're in a relationship with you. Because there are other people that they're entertaining out there that they want to keep on the back burner just in case things don't work out between you and them. That's a person that's insecure within not only themselves, but within their lives. That's a person that doesn't want to settle down. That's a person that want their options out there. They haven't grown up enough. I ain't saying you got to post your man or your woman every fucking day. Who does? No, I've been there. That shit don't mean nothing. Some people are more attracted to you when you're in a relationship versus when you're not. I mean, I ain't never had that damn problem. I seem to still get the same stalkers whether I'm single or in a relationship. But I'm just saying. Everybody ain't like me. I'm just saying. It's all about the purpose. What is your purpose to them? What is their purpose for social media? And a person could tell you any fucking thing. What you have to concentrate on is how they move. I had an individual to ask me about a week ago. This man I have, he's such a good man. He's such a good man, but he's always in his phone. He's always in his phone. He's always in his phone. I said, okay. Are you in your phone? She said, yeah, but I'm on social media. Okay, so maybe he's on social media too. You can't have it both ways. If he's on his shit and you on your shit, what are you complaining about? If you're not going to be on there and you want to concentrate on him, do that. And if he's not concentrating on you, that's when you have that discussion. And if he doesn't feel you're worth him changing that situation, then you need to reevaluate that relationship. The nigga don't give a fuck about you. If a motherfucker can verbally abuse you over you having a problem with respect and them respecting you, the motherfucker is not worth your time. He doesn't give a fuck about you. The times you have to keep telling somebody over and over and over again, there's something that's hurting you and they don't want to change it. They want to argue about it, make excuses for it. That means that's a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you. Some people say, no, that ain't the truth. They insecure. There are a lot of people that are insecure. There are some people that actually are open and telling you that they're insecure to a degree. They're still working on themselves. And even though they tell you that, there are people out here that still want to indulge in a relationship. You know why? Because they're intrigued by that person. So although that person said they have trust issues, you know, they're working on themselves, they may like you. Some of those people get so intrigued with that person's light. They want to try them out any motherfucking way, like a test run. I had somebody tell me one motherfucking time, you know, you don't buy a car unless you test drive it. I ain't no motherfucking test driving. I ain't no motherfucking test run. If I'm telling you how the fuck I am and where I'm at in life, and you use that as a fucking use me as a test dummy, it's gonna be hell to tell the motherfucking captain because it ain't gonna go well. She feels like she was played with in a way that the man wasn't as honest as he should have been. That is a big controversy. Why? Because they have gotten along, have been the best of friends all this time, and this one incident comes up. Now it's hell to tell the captain. I don't believe the man went and fucked the girl, okay? Just knowing who he is from the little time that I've known, I don't believe he did that. But to be honest with you, if the shoe was on the other motherfucking foot, do you think he would be understanding? I don't think so. And if he was understanding, 9 times out of 10 is because he already got a side chick, so he really don't give a fuck. That's just my opinion for shit I've been through and seen in life. You've got people out here that get into relationships and pretend that they want a healthy relationship, but mentally they cannot. They cannot, how should I say, they cannot continue to build a healthy relationship because they don't know what one is. Maybe this person was used to screwing prostitutes and whores. Maybe this person has never had a relationship over a year. Maybe the person's never had a relationship over 2 years. Maybe they have a mental disability to a point where if they are going into that relationship longer than what they're used to, they jap the fuck out. And they feel like, hey, you know what? I felt freer with these hookers and hoes because there was no motherfucking obligations there. I didn't have to worry about being a man or doing this, that, and the third like I did for this woman. So I'm comfortable over here. There are all different kinds of people out there. You just got to know what the fuck you want and stand on that shit. Everybody ain't out here for your best interest. A lot of motherfuckers out here are still playing the fucking game and dead in their 40s. It's motherfuckers out here still playing the game. They dead in their 50s. It's motherfuckers out here playing the game. They dead in their 60s. It's a bunch of married motherfuckers out here all up in my girlfriend's inboxes and other people I know. Everybody ain't got your best interests at heart. You got to know where you stand. Know what you will tolerate. Cut the bullshit. Know what you will and what you will not accept. And what you will not accept, you have to stand on that shit. Because if you talking shit about what you will not tolerate and you tolerate it anyway, you just made a fool out your motherfucking self. Hello, Daniel. Hello, how are you? Laura, I haven't seen you in so long. Stan, hello. Dorothy, baby, hello. Murders, you said I definitely would be upset. But at the end of the day, is a lot dealing with a married man is going to be bullshit until the divorce is over. Yes. And I have been down that road. It didn't mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We all fuck up. But you got to understand something. I don't care what you do. When you fuck with somebody that's in covenant with another person, the relationship will never fucking turn out good. I don't give a fuck. There are people that are in those kind of relationships, been in them relationships for 20 fucking years. And get this shit. When the motherfucker die, the person they've been with that they thought was so close and all of this shit, the person that's been taking care of them for years while they was still married to somebody else, can't make now one decision when that person passes away. Guess what they left with? Absolutely fucking nothing. They not even left with anything to survive off of because their so-called best friend, their lover, is now gone. And guess who gets all the motherfucking retirement, all the motherfucking Social Security? The wife they had still been married to all those years. Y'all stop getting out here thinking shit. Stop listening to these miserable motherfuckers. Know where the fuck you stand and shit. Look up your laws. Truth is truth and a lie is a lie. You can't cover up a lie. It will always be a lie. And it will always show you it's a lie. And the more you make excuses for a lie, the more you're damaging yourself. To a point where one day you ain't good for no fucking body, not even yourself. Terrence, hello, how are you? David, hello, how are you? Hey, cuz, good to see you. Morissetta. Katrina, hello, how are you? How are you? Murder's what you say, but at the end of the day, it's going to always be something if you divorce her or not, because there's a child involved. Indeed. But it has nothing to do with the child. This wasn't even about the child. This was about the fact that the woman spent the night at the dude's house downstairs. And he waited till 5 o'clock in the morning to tell my girlfriend, oh, by the way, I went into my auntie's house upstairs because she was staying the night down there. Here's my deal. If you were able to blow her phone up knowing this girl was downstairs for you to say you're going to stay upstairs at your auntie house, why didn't you ask your girl to come get you? You asked her to come get you any other motherfucking time. I'm just saying. I'm putting all the scenarios out here. I'm just saying. Vern, what you say, Vern? He should have dropped her ass off somewhere before 9 o'clock. Hey, motherfucking men. Thank you I'm sorry, Lord, forgive me, Heavenly Father. I shouldn't have said it like that. But amen. Amen, Vern. I feel the exact same way. Wherever she had to go, she had somewhere to go. But he didn't. He allowed her to stay down there, and that's what pisses my girlfriend off. And this is what now her trust is fucked up with dude. Hello, Marshall. Hello, how are you? Yeah, it's a cold. Oh, yes, it is a cold world. Hello, Erica. Jamal, hello, how are you? Jules, hello, how are you, sweetheart? Joe, how you doing, Joe? Good to see you. All right, Mark, you said something in here. The real question is, why would your girlfriend decide to get involved with a married man in the first place? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe she thought that this was a situation that she could possibly have some patience with. Maybe she thought that. Coming from experience, it's never a good thing. But I'm going to ride with my girl no matter what. But she knows, just like I know about her, we're not cheerleaders for each other. Real friends ain't your cheerleader. A real friend's going to tell you what's real and what's fucking fake. A real girlfriend of yours is going to have your best interests at heart, but she's going to tell you some real shit, even if it hurts your feelings. It's real shit to help build her in a positive aspect and to help her from burying herself in a negative aspect later on down the line. Y'all got to understand what real friendship is out here. Everybody ain't your fucking friend. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here seeing you go down here with the wrong motherfucker, but ain't finna school you on shit. Ain't finna remind you on shit. Because they like to see you fucking miserable because they dumb asses is miserable. But the minute they see you with a good motherfucker, them the same hoes that are trying to steep the fuck in and make you think he's doing something he's not just so you can get rid of his ass so you can go back to whole land what the fuck they at. Pay attention to shit. And I'm reading the rest of what you said, Mark. The question is, responsibility is your girlfriend's for deciding. Your girlfriend's for deciding. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta, oh shit. Let me scroll up. Damn, you wrote a lot, Mark. Damn. Hold on. Involve herself with a man who is still in marriage. She has no right to be upset with him at all. Oh. She put herself knowingly into the middle of someone else's marriage who made vows, regardless of the condition of the wife. This has to do with your girlfriend's bad decision on her own insecurities and distrustful behavior. Ooh, Mark. I don't think it's insecurities with her. I've known her for many, many years. I don't think it's insecurities. Yeah, her trust is fucked up, but she admitted this to this person. She admitted that she had fucked up trust. She admitted to him. It wasn't like she held that as a secret. She told him what was up with her and why she felt the way she felt. He was understanding. And I think in turn, with him being understanding with her, he drops the bomb on what's going on with him to see if she'll be understanding with him. But it's a difference there. She's building herself. It doesn't matter if she has a great job, which she does. Beautiful woman inside and out. Takes care of her business. She don't want for nothing. Her kids are grown. She ain't even got no grandkids. She's literally on the top of the food chain for somebody that's looking for a woman that has herself together. I don't fuck with bum bitches. I'm sorry. Excuse me. She's not a bitch, but you know what I'm saying. I don't fuck with bum chicks. But I think that because they got along as friends so well, and that the effort he was making in the beginning before COVID hit real bad, she kind of looked at that as he's making an effort. So she went on ahead and rode with him. Am I saying that's a good excuse? No, I'm saying that this is what she chose to do. He knew he was married. It's not 100% on him, Mark. I mean, not 100% on her, Mark. It's not. He knew his situation 5 years before he met her. He knew he was married to this girl. They were separated. He hadn't dealt with the girl in almost 6 years. But yet you still stayed married to her. That ain't all on my girlfriend there. The dude, before he met old girl, he was still married to her and didn't divorce her. What the fuck is up with these men with this shit? I understand some men don't want alimony. Some men don't want to pay child support. Okay, great. Don't get into no full-fledged relationship, no committed relationship if you still got that shit going on that you need to take care of. Don't go looking for no woman with no good-ass heart to help take care of you if you got that bullshit going on. A lot of these men want their cake and eat it too, and I ain't saying everybody does, but that's bullshit. That's not just on her. That ain't about just her insecurities. No offense, but this dude shouldn't have been looking for no fucking damn relationship until he got that shit squashed. Right or wrong? Where's the lie? So it doesn't have to do with her insecurities, Mark. I have to let you know that. Just because she accepted it does not mean she has to accept everything that comes with it. This is a situation that she felt as though it fucked her trust up even more with dude. That's on him. Now, if she accepts dude back, that's on her. But this is a situation where I keep saying to people, if you're not ready for a relationship, don't go out there fucking looking for one. If you mentally fucked up, or you got fucking drama and baggage like a motherfucker, don't go looking for no fucking relationship with a worthy individual. Don't go looking for a relationship with somebody that is qualified for a healthy relationship, because you're trying to damage that motherfucker. All because you're damaged. Because your shit ain't going right. What sense does that make? So, I'm sorry. I appreciate your comment, Mark. I do. You're right in certain senses, but you're wrong in a certain sense as well. And that's just my opinion. So I have to agree to disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell her to dump this man because my heart is not her heart. I don't love this man. She does. And you could tell a person till you blue in the face the right thing to do. But they have to understand and love themselves enough. They have to understand what's best for them, what's right for them, and move forward for what's best for them. So all I can do is be a supporting good friend and encourage her the more I can about doing the right thing. The rest is up to her. But that doesn't mean it's 100% her fault. Davenport, hello, how are you? Anthony, hello, how are you? Murders, you said something is not right. Hello, Brittany, how are you? Brittany, I hope you're doing well, baby girl. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. I miss you. J2 Gardner, hello, baby, how are you? Ivory, hello. I'm sorry I did not see all these people. Reggie, hello, how are you? Hello. Maybe he was married from what? From waist up. Where do y'all come with some of this shit? Waist down, he was single like most men. Anthony, you ain't shit. Gloria, hello, how are you? Everybody ain't like that, man. Everybody is not like that. Erica, you said, no offense. When I met my ex, I knew he was going through a divorce, and we didn't go out until the divorce was finalized. He was my first boyfriend when I was younger and naive. I think you remember. Okay. Erica, completely different situation because you were young and you were still learning out here. I know what you're talking about. You were still young. I've talked to you many times. You were still young and learning. And when you learned that lesson, you utilized what you learned and changed yourself for the better you, not for that person, but to make you a better you for you first before you ventured out into the world to accept someone else in your circle. I remember exactly what you're talking about. Thank you for sharing. Murder said he was 100% honest. 100. Wait a minute. Was he 100 perfect honest with her? And if so, she should have walked away. I know. I agree with that. She should have walked away. But obviously there was something in him there was something in him to her that she wanted to give him a chance. I'm not saying you're wrong about that. Just out of my experiences, I would never go back into that situation because it always turns out wrong. I would never go back into that situation because I've seen other people go into that situation. It always turned out wrong. Where have you seen a situation like that? I don't give a fuck. Stop looking at TV, this perfect world that ain't fucking perfect. Where have you seen situations like that come out prosperous? Please tell me. I'll wait as I read these comments. 6-4, baby. Hello. How are you? Oh, I miss you, friend. I miss you. I do. Anthony Harris. You know, it's 99% our men fault. On the real, if we're married, we should know not to get involved. This is what I was trying to say. If you are a married man and you have not severed those ties, legally especially, I don't feel it's fair for you to go out there looking for a woman to covet, a good woman that's going to nurture you and going to take care of you mentally and spiritually and physically, because you're not able to do it for her. Not 100%. Men and women, let me tell you something. If you're still married to somebody, I'm telling you, been there, done that, wore a t-shirt, shit always comes out in disaster. If you are still in a covenant with somebody, do not look for another relationship. It will always end up disaster. You will sit there and you will hinder and you will destroy somebody else that didn't ask for that destruction. How dare you? It's not fair. And your karma will come to you eventually, and karma has no expiration date. And you will get it back 6 times more than what the fuck you threw it out. Mark my words, I'll put money on it. Sometimes we have to do things even though we don't want to. We don't want to be alone. That's where we have to look inside ourselves and see what's wrong with us and why we don't enjoy our own company. Why is it we can't be alone to be able to make ourselves better? Sometimes you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, why is it that I don't like my own company? Why is it that I can't sit up with myself and enjoy my own self? Why is it that I can't sleep at night by myself? I got to wake up and I got to have somebody next to me at all times. Why is that? And I'm married to somebody else. Sometimes you got to ask yourself that shit. A lot of people aren't going to confess that. And it's unfortunate. But these are things that will end up in disaster. These are the things that will end up in disaster. If you're not 100% clear, don't go looking for nobody else. If you're not 100% wanting to be in a faithful, loyal, respectful, committed relationship, if you're not ready for that in here, and in here, don't go damaging other people. And then later on complaining about such and such ain't shit, and you done moved around and moved around and moved around. Now 10 years down the line or 5 years down the line, you in the same predicament you were before because you weren't honest 5 years prior. Now karma that came back on you and you done fell in love with a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you, but they conned your ass. Just like, hold on a second, they conned you just like you conned the last person 5 years back. Oh, karma has no expiration date. And it does come around. So while a lot of y'all out here lying, somebody gonna come around and lie to you. And it's gonna be the person you least expect it coming from. Please know that. Minnie Pearl, hello, how are you, sweetheart? Stephanie, hey baby, how are you? Yes, women's hearts are fragile. And men sometimes do think with their penis. They do. Not all men, but some men do think with their penises. Some men aren't looking for sex from you right off the bat. Some men are looking for what's going on in your mind and what's going on in your heart. It's a rare find, I'll tell you that. I ain't saying it's a gang of them motherfuckers out there, but they are out there. Women have flipped the script now. There's a lot of women and they got so fucking damaged. It's to the point now where all they want to do is damage every dude they get a hold of just to make up for that person that damaged them. It still doesn't come out to be right. Because you still damaging yourself. You want to be used up like some of these people that's turning 50, 60 fucking years old and then let a football team run through that and you done broke all kinds of niggas' hearts to the point where motherfuckers damn near want to kill your ass. And at the end of the day, what are you doing? Laying back lonely, miserable, and disgusted within yourself. But the only thing you can say is, I got that nigga. But you finna die alone. And still in misery. Is it worth it? I don't think so. There was another subject that I really wanted to get on here with, but I see Jatim got scared. He was afraid. He didn't want to jump on because he knew I was going to read him his rights, baby. But let me tell y'all something. Anything that is irreplaceable never leaves you. Why? Because it was genuine at heart. Doesn't matter what a person buys you. Some people buy and give gifts from the heart. Some people do it for motives. But anything that's irreplaceable does not leave you. It does not hurt you. It does not hinder your heart, your mind, your spirit. Anything that really genuinely loves you protects you. Protects you mentally, spiritually, and physically. Don't let no fucking body tell you nothing different. They a fucking lie. Anyone that really cares about you and loves you will protect you. Would never want to see you hurting in pain. And they'll do whatever they have to make sure you don't suffer any kind of heartache and pain due to them. There are a lot of damaged people out there, but you don't have to invite it in your household. If you love yourself enough and you know what you deserve, you do not have to invite it no matter how good it sounds. Because everything that looks good ain't good for you. Fuck it, everything ugly out here that acts like this good ain't good for you either. Some ugly motherfuckers out here, boy, they come over to you like a Prince Charming, a fucking what, or a black ninja on a white horse, and you be like, he ugly, but boy, that boy, no, he got some charm about him. Them be them demons also. Don't let it don't get it twisted. People like, I'm just gonna give me an ugly man. They hoes too. The fuck? An ugly man will fuck you over worse than a fine one these days. This shit that flip. I'm telling you. Been there. I'm telling you. And you know I'm talking about the ugly motherfuckers. I sure the fuck ain't talking about myself. I'm just saying. Sherry, good to see you, sweetheart. If any of you guys missed a lot of this live, please rewind it. I really appreciate your support. Minnie Pearl, you said there are some unfortunate situations. Men saying they're getting a divorce. Have you assumed they are disconnected and down the line come up with some reason why they can't leave, like the kids? I think the bullshit and confirmation to continue to be happy in an unhappy situation. And there are men also that don't know if they want to get back with the wife. There are some women that don't know if they want to get back with the husband. I've seen shit like that, where a husband and wife are separated for damn near 20 years. Then they have full-fledged relationships with other motherfuckers. And after 20 years, they decide to get back together. Now, you done broke the hearts of motherfuckers that have been with you that fucking long and basically telling them to kick rocks. That's how motherfuckers end up on First 48. Y'all gotta stop playing with people's emotions out here. Everybody ain't going. I don't care if you know karate. I don't give a fuck how big you are. I don't give a fuck how hardcore you think you are. Play with the wrong motherfuckers' feelings. They'll find a way to get your ass. That motherfucker be on Snap. I keep telling y'all, stop doing this dumb shit. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. Thank you, Minnie Pearl, for that. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your insight. L.A. Jones. Anthony, what did you say? So true. And they should encourage you if they love you, because people can make their mouths say all kinds. Oh, baby. Oh, the power of the tongue is amazing. Motherfuckers can make you think everything is so good and so all right. And behind closed doors, they texting the other bitch talking about how much they care and love them, and one day they'll see them, or making it look like they out of town or they live out of town, and they setting up dates on their fucking phone or through Facebook on Instant Messenger. Oh, I know. Trust me. Trust me. I done been down that road. I done seen that shit. I done seen that shit unfold. People can do anything. They can say whatever. But that's why I say you gotta watch how people move. And there's some slick motherfuckers out here make you think everything is A-okay. But on the sideline, motherfuckers are setting up their motherfucking entourage. They setting up their harem. Or these chicks are setting up these dudes to keep them in a lineup, just in case it don't work out, or just in case they get bored with the motherfucker that's giving their all to them. You got motherfuckers out here that will get in relationships with good fucking people and pretend that that's what they want in life, and later on down the line, they just search for something else they thought was greener on the other side. They leave that person heartbroken and devastated and go right over here to the other motherfucker that dog them the fuck out. I laugh at those people. That's what your ass get. I ain't got no sympathy for you. Men know what they want to get back. Believe me. Oh, wait, what? Men know if they want to get back. We have egos. Oh, trust and know, Anthony. Yes, sir. Men know what they want. Trust me, they know what they want and they know what the fuck they don't want. Some men out here ain't grew up yet. Some men have grown up a lot. You have to understand. You have to pay attention to how people fucking move. Even when they shut their fucking mouths and they doing this shit. Pay attention to shit. Telling you, motherfuckers are telling themselves all fucking day long. Just shut the fuck up and sit back and watch. I ain't say be in the motherfucking face like this. But just sit back and observe. If you are spiritual in any kind of way, ask God to reveal things to you. Oh, he will do so, but you better be prepared for the answer. And I'm a witness to that. Trust in God, not them. But I'm telling you, when you want to know something, before you ask God to give you the answer, you better be mentally prepared for what he will show you. Real spit. A lot of people ain't ready for that. Let's see, Minnie Pearl. And some women fail to realize when she a side chick that gets an upgrade to first lady, she soon forgets he has her previous spot filled. Oh, baby. Like I said earlier, remember one thing. And Popeye assist if I'm lying. Popeye assist if I'm lying. How you get a motherfucker, 9 times out of 10 is how you will lose them. If you get them on bullshit, you gonna lose them on bullshit. If they cheated to get to you, they gonna cheat on your ass to get to the other motherfucker. Please believe that. That's rule of thumb out here in this game out here in these streets. Don't think that you gonna be the best motherfucking thing walking the earth and that motherfucking that dogged out bitches all 40 going north, and because he done dogged out another bitch for you, you gonna be the motherfucking bitch on the totem pole. No, you're not. You're just temporary. Until he finds something new that he thinks is better than you. A man knows what he wants. And if that man is really honorable, he's going to show you consistently. Consistently. Not for the first 3 months. Not for the first 6 months. And then turn into some motherfucker, turn into a monster. A person that really cares about you, wants to build with you, and wants a covenant with you is going to be consistent, not perfect. I said consistent. There's a difference here. Don't get consistent confused with perfect, because no fucking body is perfect. There's shit to tolerate, and there's shit you should never tolerate. Anthony, did you say side chicks gotta know they right? Side niggas, you know what? I'm not talking to you no more. You done fucked me up. But oh my God, it's 6:10, y'all. I gotta work out tonight, and I gotta get my workout clothes on. You know what? I'm gonna continue this next live. And Jatim Young, you're gonna see this live. Yeah, I knew you was scared to jump on here. You knew I was gonna read you your rights. But I thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and giving me your feedback. Please, if you have something you want to share with me that you want me to actually talk about on my lives, feel free to inbox me. I'm not going to mention your name, but if it's something you want to hear from the world, or you want to hear my advice on that I've ever been through, I have no problem helping you with that. I have no problem conversating about the situation, because maybe there's somebody that has been through your situation that knew what it was to get out of it and knew how to get out of it. Maybe that could be a sign that's saying, hey, there still is hope at the end of the tunnel. And there is hope. There is a light at the end of that tunnel. So if you are interested in me sharing your stories, please let me know. I greatly appreciate it. I'm praying for all of y'all. We're going to get through this pandemic. No, I'm not. I'm still going to Ling Ling for my motherfucking mustache, because I'll be damned if I walk outside and motherfuckers look at me and think I done took the vaccine. This bitch turned into a man. No, it's not going to happen to me, because she owed me some motherfucking, these whiskers. You see the shit? It's some bullshit. I saw 3 whiskers. I ain't got time for that shit. So I'm going back to Ling Ling. She owed me some motherfucking whisker. She owed some whisker snatching. I'm just saying. But I appreciate you guys. Please continue to support me. Those who always support me, I love you. I thank you so much. Yes, I plan on doing more things with this. This is not the end of it. Yes, when I am on vacation, off of live, usually it's for the holidays, or I've got work schedules going on, or whatever the case may be. But thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I thank you guys. You guys are funny as fuck too. I swear. Y'all got some shit. Some of the stuff that come out of y'all mouths, I swear. I love y'all. I love the personalities and a lot of the energy that you provide to me. I really appreciate that. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Listen and Learn with Antoinette. Please go ahead and follow me on my fan page, Antoinette Cherrier, or follow me here on my regular Facebook, Antoinette Cherrier. Don't go to bed with an itchy butt. Hell no, I take a shower when I get home. What's wrong with you? But I got to get myself together. I'm already going to be late. But I love you guys very much. I really appreciate you. Please have a wonderful, wonderful week. Please put God first and first only. Then you go ahead and you look through and look in the mirror, look at yourself, change yourself for a better you. Change and make a better you for you. Not for society, but for you. And once you make yourself a better you for you, you will be able to invite somebody that deserves you into your circle. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. One love. Peace out.